Hello, Gonky.
Hello, Mover.
There we are. Hi. How are you? How's your weekend? It's a show. We're going to talk about things. It's just us girls this weekend.
Again,
This day.
yeah.
It's Monday. Glorious Monday.
Doug, are you there?
As far as I know.
You don't see him in the corner?
I do. Sometimes he mutes himself, though. I was just checking. That was kind of a sound check.
For
Doug,
yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
never mind about my weekend, Mover. You had an exciting one, didn't you?
Yes, I've been training for this my whole life.
And?
You need to train more.
You need to train.
I need to train more.
it?
This show adequately prepared me for endurance racing because
I
2
imagine
hours
like
in a
days
hot
of
race
London.
car.
That's funny.
Anything like that?
It's about the same as this. Very abusive.
I
I get made fun of and bullied, much like myself on the track. No. What you been up to, man? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was long, dude. It was.
That's what she said.
No, it was drill weekend, man. Defending,
Oh,
freedoms on
yeah.
me.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you can go race your car under the blanket of freedom that I provided you this weekend, Mover.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, it was
Very
good though. Got to see some old friends, and
Did you make any new friends?
that's a tough one for me.
For you?
I
You're a
str-
golden
I struggle.
retriever.
I struggle to hang on to the ones I have.
Oh, man.
No, it was good, man. I mean, I wasn't racing a car, but it was good.
I heard a certain friend of ours, very unprofessional, may have decorated my office. POW propaganda.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Dude, I was busy. I didn't have time to go up to.
Oh, Mr. I'm directing staff.
Dude, I didn't have time to go up to the penthouse offices where yours is, dude. I
have a window.
I was
You have a
down in the
window?
trenches.
No. Well, one of these days, Gonky, you too shall have a window. This could all be yours. Everything the window sees is your kingdom.
I don't know if I'm going to inherit good stuff or somebody's mess.
This will be a disaster, and you'll have it for yourself.
That's a big deal, having a window when not everybody has one.
Yeah,
Gonky does not have a window currently.
See, that's what I'm saying.
He's in a closet, actually.
Yeah, my actual office is basically a closet, and then
is it still being used as storage?
Quasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's all the stuff that that's not important enough for storage, like the onesies, twosies.
Much like the occupant of the office.
Correct. Yes, exactly.
When you're actually at work, you don't even sit in your office.
No.
You answer the phones at the front desk like a pretty secretary.
Somebody's communication is important, dude.
Yeah.
You know this.
Well,
it was good, dude. It was good. We missed you.
Did you though?
Yeah, because I didn't have anywhere to go off and hide.
Maybe don't say that publicly. Maybe not a
joke. Come on, man.
To say on a live show with 500 people watching.
I think Doge is going to get me?
No, I think your boss is going to be mad at you.
Nah, he knows. He knows.
He knows you hide.
Yeah,
that's good. Thank you for your service. I'm glad you.
I'm honest.
You were out there standing watch on the line while Doug and I were off gallivanting.
Did you win?
You don't win in lemons. This is not a win series. This is a survival series.
Did you survive?
I survived.
Did the car survive?
I'm pretty sure a car survived. It survived during my stints.
So what is the objective of
survive?
Do more laps. Do more laps.
Yeah. So it's lemons is they used to call it what, crap can or whatever.
Oh, we still call it crap can.
It is. I like to call it a track day with wrecks because I guess a wreck, they have that too. But the premise is it's 2 days. First day is what, 8.5 hours
ish.
And it's, green flag to checkered flag. You have stints. I was in the car for about an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
On day one, and it was hot. Saturday was miserable, dude. Summer has arrived in Louisiana, so it's about 85 degrees.
Yeah.
Got her in the race car and drove for an hour and a half, then came in, pit, refuel, driver swap. Next driver goes out, rinse, repeat. And then Sunday, same thing. It's like a new race. And that's a 7-hour race. So I did about an hour and 45 minutes on that one.
Nice.
Car, because 15 minutes of Lemons is weird because they don't do like a pace lap, like everybody's lined up kind of thing, like Champ Car does from the pit area. It's just they flow people in, and then at the appropriate time, they randomly drop the green flag just wherever it makes sense.
So how many people's you racing?
76.
Wow.
Was what it was. Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Which is nothing compared to Daytona. When we did that 4 years ago or 3 years ago, that was 140 cars.
Were there any crashes?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Doug, were you the mechanic?
Not this time around.
He was the Luna.
Oh.
What would you call
Luna
watch?
Yeah,
you do the nanny.
Attendant.
Luna watch and quasi cameraman.
Okay. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I couldn't split my responsibilities evenly, so
then he
went
gave
heavy
up
on the Luna.
Neither Luna nor Douglas could manage the rain. So as soon as the rain started on Sunday, all footage stopped, including the in-car camera. Everything failed when the rain started, so it missed. Dude, there was one point, and I wish it had gotten on camera. So have you ever raced in the rain?
Dirt bikes, but never cars.
A car without ABS racing in the rain is a challenge.
Okay.
Especially at NOLA, where and Doug can attest to this, it pools water real bad.
Oh, yeah.
And it pools water on the racing line. So what people end up doing is they make a path around the pool of water, which is not the racing line. So if you want to go fast on the racing line, you either have to go through the pool of water or drive the dry part. Well, when it's raining, that doesn't matter anymore. And I got behind a Nissan something or other. It had a bunch of zombie stuff on the back. I thought it was funny. And I'm rolling with this dude. So, we're keeping pace with each other, and I'm in the Mustang. And turn 3 at NOLA is a left-hand sweeping like hairpin turn. Like it's kind of banked or whatever. But it's the place where even when it's dry, you can lock up the brakes because you start real high on the outside and you cut across on the inside. A lot of people go off there. And I'm following this dude, and he's got ABS, and I can tell he's got ABS. And I only knew he had ABS the last second because he starts stopping, and he's doing a way better job than I'm doing, and I'm right behind him.
Oh no!
So my progressive braking turns into all four locked up, and I'm just watching myself slide into the back. And at the last possible second, he dives into the corner, and I just keep going.
Oh, wow. Did you go up the track?
No, I got to the hump, and the hump slowed me down enough till I could finally unlock the brakes, get it going again and turn. But I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just a passenger.
That's awesome. That sounds like fun.
None of that is on film, unfortunately, because the camera had quit by this point. This was towards the end of the stint.
Yeah. The only good news about that turn is it has a lot of runoff room. So
it does, and so that kept me safe. But this time, the last several times except Daytona, I ended up spinning at least once every weekend. And this weekend, I made it completely clean, no spins. The only black flag we got was even in the rain. The only black flag I got was for the brake lights. They thought they were out. So they brought me in. They're like, no, those work. Never mind. Keep going.
How many hours of driving did you put in behind the wheel?
3.
That's a lot, dude.
3.
In the heat.
That's a lot.
So, I mean, in fairness, though, it's a plus or minus. We have this cool shirt, which is, an ice chest where you put water in it and ice, and it runs through these little cooling things on both the front and the back. That lasted for about 35 minutes the first day, and then it became hot water. So it was really great at first, and then it sucked really bad after that. But no, it was a great time. Battlescarred Motorsports, if you guys want to support them, battlescarred.org. They are a veteran charity, and we'll talk about this a little bit on the Mental Health Minute later. real great group of guys and girls. They have created a charity that supports veteran outreach through what they call adrenaline therapy, which is just getting veterans together and give them that sense of camaraderie as before. And, through this channel, we've been able to raise a lot of money for them, and that's really cool. So I'm glad to be able to support them and be a part of it every time when they come to New Orleans. And this is my first race in 2 years. So yeah, I was supposed to race with them last year after I was supposed to race the Pensacola race for ARCA, and that didn't happen because of the kidney stone. And then I missed that race, missed all the other races that year. And so this is my first race since November of 2024.
Wow.
So, and the 2024, we did New Orleans and Houston that year. So it's good to get back in the car. Didn't get any practice on Friday, but I figured it out slower than I used to be, though. Getting older, Gonky.
It happens, man. It happens.
It's like...
Dude, dude, this weekend my medical. I failed my hearing test, and I guess I no longer have 2020.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
For the first time. Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Why don't you have? What do you have? You have glasses?
Left eye is 2025. Right eye.
Oh my God. That's the end of the world.
Ooh.
That's the first. I've always had 2020 in the test, and like
my left eye is 2400.
So what do they do? What happens now? You got to wear glasses?
No, she gives me the card. She's like, all right, read this line, and I'm like, 4, 3, G, H, and then she looks at me, and I look at her, I'm like, it's only numbers, isn't it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I have no idea.
GH, triangle, square, circle, potato.
Yeah. Perfect. It wasn't pretty. I was like, well, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing no one wants you to fly anything anymore.
Yeah, well, it was for my flight. It was for my flight medical. They didn't bat it.
I guess I'm saying it's a good thing you don't fly anything anymore.
That's true. I fly the desk with the phone pretty good.
How much vision do you need to be able to read the caller ID?
I can't even do that sometimes.
Take notes.
Who dis?
Oh, hey, I don't know if we talked about this last time. I finished a new book.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, finished a new book about helicopters.
I don't think you had finished it last time, had you?
No, I don't think so. I think we talked about it on the other show, but not this one.
Is it available for purchase?
No, it's going to be a while.
So you still need to do the cover and the title and all that?
I got the cover. I need to do a whole bunch of other stuff.
You put a teaser or title up, picture up.
No, we're going to save that because I got plans.
Okay.
I got plans for this one.
Okay.
But we're missing Verticon, which starts now. I know we're not going to clip this, so I'm just going to talk about it anyway. But MD came out with a new helicopter today. The MD 620.
Who?
No. Is it the MD 620?
Like McDonnell Douglas? Who?
It might be a 564. I don't know where I got 620. So they just came out with a new 564 helicopter.
Who did?
McDonnell Douglas. See, this is why we're not clipping this, because you're going to sit there and go.
That's good. Wow, that's actually a good looking helicopter.
Are you looking at it? How are you looking at it? Here,
Google.
Yeah, if only we had a producer that could perhaps.
Sorry,
I was like, man, our producer's really on point there. There it is.
Look at that thing.
I was interacting with the chat.
6-bladed 564. Wow, man.
Yeah. Out of our price range, Gonky.
Dude, with a helicopter like that, they need to relaunch like Magnum PI or something, man.
It was the Magnum PI colors.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is this configuration we're in? This is not right.
I didn't touch it.
I didn't do it.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, it does that when you show something.
We were in the wrong.
It reverts.
This is not good. All right. Well, we got some chats, and then we'll get into our topics for today because people want to hear our nonsense. Tic Tac's got my back says, remember how the White House said they were going to declassify all the alien stuff a few weeks ago, but then something else happened? Still unseen.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
Yeah, Joe says 2 fighter pilots in the month of March and not a mustache among among you? What's going on here? Robin Olds must be turning.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? What?
Well, that's just
It's still considered
hair.
a mustache.
Is it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's part of the rest of the configuration.
Beard or mustache? I mean, I'm confused.
The part of your beard on your upper lip is called your mustache.
Yeah, look at that.
Pretty sure.
See?
Yeah. I don't do mustaches, man, because I almost killed myself trying to land on a ship. So.
Joe, you don't have a mustache.
if that's your real name.
Yeah. Come on, Joe.
Good observation, though.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Good spirit.
Robin says, Mover just wanted to keep the beard another month. That is factual. Dude, I've got all the way till April 18th.
That's pretty good. It's going to be a sad day the night before.
I'm scared. It's actually starting to get so filled in that it's getting hot. So I don't know.
When you look down, can you actually see the...
No, but I mean, I've had to like trim it now because it's starting to get like over the lip, you know, and it's like annoying. So
it's glorious.
We're getting into grooming territory. I usually don't get that far. Alex says, Mover, did you hit the pace car? Lemons does not have a pace car. Champ Car did a pace car one time, but I love that you know that reference, Alex.
I just hear Robert Duvall, man.
He died.
I know, man. This is such a loss. Such a good line, though, from him.
You know what? That should be the mental health minute. Don't wait. Because we could have had a Days of Thunder 2, and he waited, and now what? We have to digitize him?
Well, no, wait a minute. Maybe Cole Trickle could be the new manager. You know what I'm saying? Like the
new old guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Thomas Cruise will never go for that. And in fact, I heard a rumor that he was in talks with Brad Pitt to do a crossover between the Formula and Cole Trickle.
Really? Well, dude, if Tom Cruise is there, it's going to be good. So, all right.
JD says Doug is Luna's au pair. Wish I could have stayed to help. Yeah, man, dude, I'm so sorry. I met JD.
Oh, cool.
I did not.
14 seconds, and he had a thing he had to go. So maybe next he'll be at Daytona. So
JD did an East Coast turnaround.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time on an aeroplane. Renee says Southwest tried to buzz the tower. Don't know about that one. All I know about is the scare, which we're going to talk about. Don't do that. You're going to get us demonetized.
That's the squirt gun, dude. Don't get excited.
I'm having been demonetized. I know what it's like. Chris says, can my son Hunters and Jameson get a shout out? Shout out to Hunter and Jameson.
Yeah.
Both are Av geeks in training, and it would mean a lot to get a shout out from you guys.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Where are they? I mean, where are they in training at?
Chris has a nice mustache beard.
Yeah,
he has both.
He's in front of a Harrier.
Wait, so does that mean because it doesn't connect that, like,
I can't see that close? Let's see.
That seems like
use your good eye, Gonky.
Dude,
awfully technical definition to me.
I don't know, man.
Pneumatic Elephant says, hi, all. I wonder why the policy difference. When you fly gray jet, you are a demigod deciding who dies, but God forbid if you do pit maneuver without 5 layers of approval. What? Are we talking between the police and the...
That's my guess.
Yeah. Well, that depends on the administration.
You need that much approval to do a pit?
No, we can't.
Not in Arkansas.
Yeah. Not
really?
In Georgia. Those dudes pit people that aren't even involved with the thing.
Out of my way. Yeah.
That's just, I mean, they're like a dog off leash. Yeah. Pneumatic Elephant also says everyone must buy Project Virtus. Fantastic book. Thank you. The sequel, Daedalus Dawn, is also in work. So both of those are at the Defense Pre-Publication Review, and with the government, who knows? Could take, and then they both have to get edited and then published. So we're talking probably, who knows?
Do you think that department is shut down? Or?
No, but we talked about this offline. TSA,
yeah,
in New Orleans had a line all the way to the parking garage. People were like 5 hours early and missing flights.
Yeah.
I'd go home, dude.
I'd go
I
home,
wouldn't
dude.
even. I don't care where I'm going. I like.
No, I just drive.
See you
Or
guys.
cancel, yeah.
Thank you. Whatever it was,
Yeah.
I don't need it.
No. Why put yourself through that?
Wow, what a dick. This asshole. Sup, Scratch and Sniffers, new to the show. Wombat low 30s, Gonky low 40s, Mover low 50s. What does this even mean?
What is what's for the ball?
I'm the youngest dude here.
These are bad guesses at people's ages.
This is the worst. Whatever it is you do in Canada, stay up there.
Yeah, I don't need. Okay.
Do me next.
Do me.
No, I mean,
dude.
At Soft Cot says you're Iranian American fan here. Oh, cool.
Oh, thanks.
Iranian. Sorry. They now arming their supporters to go after all of us. Just FYI, I love you all. Like your pup.
Yeah, it's a cute dog.
Keep your dog safe.
Stay safe, both of y'all.
Yeah. Alex says, I just watched that movie this weekend. 10 out of 10. Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Dropping the hammer, Harry. No, you are not. Stupid Magnet says, hurry up with Project Virtus 2. Daedalus Dawn. It's out of my hands. I've already written. The writing has been done. It's now a matter of publication. All right, what are we talking about first? Oh, so new breaking. So Gonky, the last time we talked about the Kuwaiti Air Force shooting down 3 F-15Es, what did we talk about?
Well, the information we had at the time was kind of lent itself towards maybe a Patriot shoot down just by the words Kuwait defenses. So air defense, that's right. So, but as we were watching the footage, you talked about the smaller warhead, and then I talked about looks like a dead six
tail aspect,
aspect shot, and I said it actually looks a lot like the missile shoots that we've done air to air in the past. And then you literally asked me, what would you do if it was a Kuwaiti Hornet? I was shooting down my friends, and so it looks like that our intuition was accurate.
Yeah, so reports came out, and I made a video on this on my channel before this video came out, that I guess a single Kuwaiti Hornet shot all 3 down. And then there were some channels that were saying that it was very accidental and beyond visual range. And I don't know. Watch this video. Unverified, of course, because nothing's ever verified. So this could be, I don't know. Doug, play the tape and make it big.
That is as big as I can make it.
No, you got a thing at the bottom right.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Does that help?
Oh boy.
That's a Hornet.
For sure.
And that's within visual range. If you can see 2 aircraft in one frame, they're close.
Oh, dang.
Dude.
Is that the same F-15? Is that a second one?
Define same.
Well, like when he first shot it.
Yeah.
This is just one shoot down. Okay. Oh, man.
So the video starts. That's a Hornet.
Yeah. Man.
A lot of yelling.
Yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, dude, just think about it. If you're just a regular person on the ground filming, you don't know what's going on, right?
No, they think they probably shot down a couple MiG-29s or something.
Right. Exactly. So that's
Gonky, our resident Hornet expert, instructor pilot.
What do I think?
I would like to know.
I think, just my opinion, but I think it's totally on purpose. I mean, here's the thing. You shoot down, okay, here in any air-to-air engagement. And I'm sure the Kuwaiti Air Force is the same way, right? So the way it works is you detect somebody, you have onboard sensors that tell you whether it's a good guy or bad guy. And then usually you ask an AWACS or a ground controller or something, you call out their position, ask if they're friendly or not. And they have their own nerd matrix that they go through, and they'll be like, yep, they're bad guys, right? So there's an entire process of determining should you pull that trigger. And I'm sure, I don't know what it is with the Kuwaiti Air Force. From my experience, the only time when you don't need to do that is if you witness a hostile act, much like, Mover was asking me last week, hey, if you got shot at or saw this Hornet shooting down your buddies, that's a hostile act. Then you could, it's basically self-protect is kind of how we used to operate. So it's hard for me to believe screw this up 3 times. If this footage is correct, clearly that's within visual range. I don't know exactly what, the Hornet has onboard capability for some of that identifying, bad guys or not. If he had a pod on, you could actually, at that range, at that range, you should be able to see with your eyeballs. But even if he was, at 10 miles or 15 miles, like if you have a targeting pod, that can help. There's just one would be some pretty gross negligence. 3, sorry, dude. Like, I don't buy it. Here's the thing. Like, it's unfortunate, right, for the Kuwaiti government, right? Because they don't want that. But I'm just thankfully, like I said, the crews.
Well, the one dude might lose his hand.
Right, but they all survived. The 3 pilots and the 3 passengers all made it out, which is good. But I think this is absolutely on purpose, man. What do you think, dude? Well, because of what I talked about.
No. Not why do you think that? Why do you think it's on purpose?
Well, I think that you probably had a Hornet pilot that was sympathetic towards the Iranian cause, or I don't know. So I lived in Saudi Arabia for almost 20 years, right? Sunni Shiite, right? Shiite, sorry. Muslim cultures, but they're both a little bit different. But and I can see it from if you're a Arab Muslim, I can see the perspective of there are Jewish in America quasi-Christian forces killing Muslims, and that can be very offensive and no bueno to a lot of Arab Muslims. And we have, I'm going to say, like, radical people in America, just like all over the world.
Yeah, look at what happened in Pensacola.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that this particular pilot may have just decided his religious beliefs, and he just took matters into his own hands. That's my own opinion, having lived in Arabia for about 20 years, and I fought over there for another year or so. So take it for what it's worth, but I think it was intentional, and I think it was because of what's going on over there, obviously.
Do you think there's any chance it was accidental because he thought they were MiG-29s?
No, dude, no. MiG-29s look like they're on fire when they're flying because they smoke so much. They're significantly smaller, excuse me, than a Strike Eagle. And then, honestly, man, if I'm a semi-competent Kuwaiti F-18 pilot flying over my home country and there's a MiG-29 over my country, like, what is he doing there? There's no way he's making it back because he doesn't have enough gas. For 2, he really has no air-to-ground capability. So, what are you doing over here, right? So, and for sure, whoever the GCI, the airborne, the AWACS, whatever, you're going to hear about it way before.
Well, okay. I'm just devil's advocate because I'm curious because you're very intelligent. fighter pilot, Gonky, and I like to hear your opinions on things. Let's say they were midnight. Let's say that, because we've all seen this in training where they turn off GCI and that's where the frats happen because, no GCI, no link.
That's true.
It's turn everything off Friday. And, the first time you turn hot, 3 shoots down 1 and 2.
But that's the other thing, man. That was stern conversion, right? Tail aspect, no threat.
Yeah, I like what you said about and I appreciate that you dumbed it down for us about the declarations, right? Because that is the ID matrix of how you do that. And usually, to your point, and we train to this all the time, and the Kuwaitis do too, because they get the same training through probably, Boeing contractors and stuff.
They do.
Is if you don't have that hostile, that, hey, he's a bad guy, then you got to figure it out on your own. The onus is on you now to upgrade it, usually with a VID or visual identification. And as we see here, they're close enough to make that VID. Now, what we don't know in this video is in what sequence it was. Like, was this the third jet, and had he collapsed the range down from the 10 to 15 miles to within visual range, and that was the last one, and he's looking over his left shoulder going, ooh, oh yeah, this one looks, so those other 2 weren't. Oh, geez. Now, that being said, is there any excuse for it? No. Gross buffoonery for 1, pure incompetence for 2. I cannot for 3, because a lot of people ask in the comments, and you can answer this, Gonky. Spam rams. Is there any way that he just ripple fired 3 AMRAMs and it hit all 3 targets?
Well, I'm not going to talk about AMRAM modes, but it's just highly. Why would he do that? Like you're saying at 1 target.
I'm not 1 target, but some people were asking, like, is it possible that he was just like, here's 3 targets, pop, 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 and didn't really think it through, or?
Dude, I mean, I've never shot down another aircraft, but I know the first time I employed in real combat, I was extremely cognizant of not shooting somebody I wasn't supposed to shoot. Like I was really keyed up to, like, don't screw this up. And I would imagine everybody who's participating in hostilities over there, probably the same, if not more, because we're talking about a larger scale exercise. And, like, no kidding, I mean, hot lead on air-to-air targets. So, I mean, I think that there's probably heavy emphasis on, potential for blue on blue. I mean, you talk about in exercises, we've seen stuff like this before, which I have too, but every time I've seen it, it's always been hot contacts, meaning they're coming at you, like coming out of the target area, which is usually the strikers. And those are the guys and gals that usually get shot in the face by the fighters that are supposed to protect them.
Usually by the Strike Eagles, but go on.
Right.
They're the ones shooting down.
Exactly. Because, you got a hot contact. Maybe it looks like they're maneuvering against you. Onboard systems, going back and forth between good guy, bad guy. Can't get a word in. Boom, you shoot, and that's a mistake. So luckily you make those mistakes in training. You don't do that in real life. But I mean, these, from what we saw last week in this latest footage, that particular eagle, I can't speak for the other 2, dead 6, right up the tailpipe, no threat. For all accounts, just cruising along 300 knots, fat, dumb, and happy.
Well, and that is actually probably what saved them.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
A face shot would have probably killed at least the pilot.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
If there's any, like, at least it could have been worse. When we first talked about this, the Patriot made more sense just based on, how they operate, they're not looking outside necessarily, fog of war, target saturation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is not that. That's
Well,
not how fighters operate.
Well, like I said last week, my old skipper, Lieutenant Nathan White, he was killed in 2003 by a Patriot, and one of my old skippers was in that squadron when that happened, and he's the one who told us, "You get shot up by a Patriot, eject." It's because it will kill you.
Yeah.
It's not that like, oh, for sure it's going to shoot you down. No, it will kill you. Like the profile that thing flies, it aims to take you out.
I mean, dude, it sucks. I don't know that there will be much beyond this because of, politics. I know a lot of people have this idea that, well, we're America. And, if you like politics in the region and politics in general, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one because no one got killed, thankfully.
Yeah.
We lost 3 jets, but.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if there's probably a change in ROE or in the air plan.
Yeah.
To keep something like this from, you like to think just one rogue person doing this, but I don't know. I'm not saying there's more. Yeah.
And there was the idea that I've seen floated about, well, maybe he thought they were Israeli, which doesn't help the case at all. But because that's a universal hatred, right? They thought that it was Israelis somehow over there, but why would the Israelis be there?
But still, like, allegedly they're on the same team, right? So whether they're Israeli, Strike Eagles or U.S. Strike Eagles, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't. If you're on the same team, also blue on blue. So,
is that blue on blue or green on blue?
I don't know, man.
It was green on blue in Afghanistan when it was like.
Was it
Afghan nationals that turned around and killed?
Oh, yeah.
It's considered a green on blue.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be surprised if that Kuwaiti pilot's flying. He's probably doing a desk job or jail or something. I don't know. But you're right. It's very, very lucky that nobody was killed, and it's tragic we lost 3. The Strike Eagle it's not. We make fun of it, but it's an awesome airplane.
Wow, and then that poor girl. So she's been doxxed. They found her in-jet drop night video and made a meme about her and how this is strong woman. And it's like, I get it. You want to celebrate her because she's, doing a good job, girl power, all that stuff. But she's a fighter pilot in a combat zone. Like, just can we not?
Well, it's like after SEER school, I told my parents, I said, listen, if I ever get shot down somewhere, take down all my pictures in the house. You don't know me.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, because people, social media it's a double-edged sword. It's great. And then it's terrible. Like, these people are over there. Men and women are over there, fighting, like lives on the line kind of thing. And that kind of exposure, she might have a target on her now. I don't know,
well, especially with the, they're talking about sleeper cell activations and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's, stuff like that is, it's not good. See how we can't lock it down.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. But yeah, you're right. It's as of right now, man, we're lucky nobody was killed. Like you said, the one guy, his hand was pretty mangled.
Yeah.
But dude, they're all alive. So I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. And then to reiterate the fact that the Mud Hen and the Gray Eagle, so the C model, do not share the same air-to-air record. So the C model record of whatever it is, 104-0 still stands, dude. I saw.
Well, even if they didn't, I don't know that green on blue would count.
It shouldn't count. Yeah.
Most of those kills were Israeli anyway.
Yeah.
That's mono.
Yeah.
The important thing is that the Raptor still has a 2-0 balloon kill or 1-0 or whatever they are.
Yeah.
If a Raptor gets killed by a balloon, that's when
one up the intake, dude.
That's when we need to start worrying. All right. Well, probably going to jail now, Gonky. So good job. Let's see. HD Kraut says, any chance this shoot is related to a card game loss?
Dude, I don't know, man.
Don't think this is the Wild West and it's not Tombstone.
Yeah.
Mach says, maybe I missed it. Have we heard anything from the Kuwait Air Force or our own about the pilot or unit that did this? Seems strange and high from London. No.
Oh man, I don't think you're going to either. It's like
no.
It's highly embarrassing, right? For the Kuwait.
Culturally, and that's the thing is like it's a very nuanced area and situation.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they did actually release some info on that, man.
Joe says, if the Kuwaiti shoot down was intentional, wouldn't we have heard that he was taken into custody already? How do you lie your way through that debrief? You cover it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you institutionally say that's not what happened. You save face. Yep. You quietly handle it on your own because you don't want to. I mean, again, 100%. There is what happens in the movies and what happens in real life.
Well, I mean, a good example, I cannot remember his name because I'm getting old, but I mean, like they just gave the Medal of Honor to the that Navy fighter pilot in the 50s. He defended the carrier by himself against like 8 MiGs, shot down like 5 of them. And that was during the Korean conflict, and those were Russian pilots. And he landed, and they sealed that up like it never happened. Yeah. And he's like literally 100 years old, and they're finally recognizing him. So, I mean,
that's awesome. But second, yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Do you want to? We've got a larger objective in the area. Again, no one was killed. Do you sacrifice the truth for, partners in the region?
Right. Yeah.
Or maybe that's not what happened. I mean,
true. Maybe we're wrong.
Maybe they have the tapes and they're like, here he was, just a complete idiot. Our bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe maybe the controller was
there's footage of him going, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he's arguing with his wingman. I should eject and go ingratiate myself to these people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Remember, this ain't the news or nothing. It's all speculation.
We don't know anything. We have no deep intel. But
shallow intel.
Yeah. Angie says, would all international Air Force bases be on alert when major ops occur? Was in Okinawa on February 26, 2 days before OEF. Continue was busy. Vipers, Raptors, and Fat Amy taken off simultaneously. I don't want to go to jail. So
I don't know.
Thank you, Angie.
I don't know.
Michael says, foreigners say the West is ridiculously careful to shoot the right thing. Stands to reason that the rest aren't.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. It's frowned upon no matter where you are.
Yeah. And I mean, the Kuwaitis train in the States, right? I mean, not on the Hornet, but like when I got trained up in the 38, there was CAF guys there. I mean, it's a lot of this stuff is joint, right? Because in a conflict, we're all on the same team. We would like to know how we do business or do business together, right? So.
You're going to love this one, Joe. Gonky. Joe says, hi, guys. I'm a little late rolling in. Question. If the Kuwaiti Air Force pilot did it intentionally, how would he get through the debrief? He wouldn't, because there is no debrief.
No.
They don't do that there.
They don't know exactly. Yeah. The three missiles just flew off the jet. It's down. Something's wrong with that thing.
Replace those missiles. Get that jet back airborne.
Dude, give me a new pilot while you're at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Boris says this girl deserves to be on this channel as a guest.
Yeah, you probably want to lay low for a while.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for her book to come out.
Yeah. Would that be full afterburner USA? Would that be a career ender for the Raptor pilot if he gunned 2 balloons and balloon got sucked into each engine?
He'd be infamous, that's for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
that's funny.
D. Murek says, once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, 3 times is enemy action. Ian Fleming.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain the third time or the second time.
At last, we meet for the first time for the last time. It would, within visual range, even once can be explained because have you ever had a frat in training?
Not within visual range.
My only frat was within visual range.
What?
Yeah.
Against the, wait, okay. I could see how it can happen when like there's bad guy F-16s, good guy F-16s.
Yeah, that's a well, but what happened with me is swap lock.
Dude, I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
But I've caught it.
Swap lock. Beep. Nope. You're a keg. Which, by the way, for those that wonder, when you commit fratricide in a fighter squadron in the United States Air Force, you have to brief, dear mom, I'm sorry I killed your son or daughter. Brief the whole pilot, all the pilots on what happened, and you OKEG to the bar. Which I don't know how much those are now. They're probably a lot more expensive than they were back due to inflation and whatnot.
Yeah, the Navy, it's really frowned upon. I mean, we don't have to get up and brief in front of everybody, but
they take it seriously, dude.
They do.
It's a no kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not like a you idiot, you know.
No.
It's not like me and Doug playing video games where I shoot him and it's funny. This is, in real training, it's like,
yeah. No,
like
dude, all mine have been DVR, and like most of them is in the LF large force exercise debrief where there's like 50 people in there, and you're just like you're watching the fight play.
You're
out.
Like, oh no!
Yeah. Then you start to realize what you did because
your face is getting red, and you're just like
you're getting sweaty.
Yeah,
and then like you can't hide. You can't
stop
hide.
tape.
Yeah,
pod 1 targeting.
Yeah, and then literally all 50 people look at you like you are a dummy, and then you face the music.
Dude, I'm fortunate I have not had that, but the swap lock, you know what the best part was?
What?
You know who I killed?
No.
My group commander.
Oh, perfect. Don't need him anyways.
You know who Red Air was? My fiance.
Oh, look at that, dude. Perfect.
So that part made the rest of the story in that squadron even worse.
Yeah. Well, dude, for me, so that was like the first time that happened was like my first large force exercise as a new wingman. Literally the next day I flew, I'm like, I'm not shooting anybody.
Yeah.
That's just.
Oh no, dude. You don't shoot again after that.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not shooting anybody unless, no kidding, they are filling my windscreen. And I'm like, for sure you're a bad guy. Yeah. So I didn't take any shots like the next 3 sorties I did. They're like, dude, you didn't do anything. Good job keeping sight though. Like, yep.
Yeah, those are the days, Gonky. Those are the days.
Yeah, now I answer a phone. It's cool.
All right. Anyway, back to the comments. Here's our friend, Teat-Seeking Missile, with $2 Canadian. Now we owe him money. Doug looks like me if I shave my head, so 27.
There you go.
Yeah, I take back all the bad things. Said about it.
Y'all can have him.
I love it.
Chris says, I shaved all my hair off, including my beard and mustache, in solidarity for my dad who's fighting stage 2 lung cancer.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Well, we always have the picture.
Yeah.
RD Killa says, cheers, flying commercial this week, ready to 93. Oof, let's not go there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Be safe and go early. Arrive early.
Joe says, I thought it was common for fighter pilots to sport a mustache and march in honor of Triple Ace, Robin Olds. Maybe it's more common for active duty Air Force. No, it is.
That's an Air Force thing, yeah.
Yeah, that is. My problem is if I kept just the mustache, I would end up on a registry somewhere. People would look at me and go, no.
Yeah. I just don't. I'm Asian, man. The mustache doesn't really work very well. And like I said, it's bad luck for me.
It's just the line.
It was good luck for Robin Olds, but for me,
You really would look 17.
In honor of Tom Selleck. Zig Marco says, rest in peace to the best gal, the Tomcat. We're going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Working on deck in the late 90s was the best. Happy Monday, all. Tomcats.
Thanks, Zig. Thanks, man.
But first, another shoot down. Boy, there's a lot of shoot downs this week. So the Israelis claimed, all right, so Gonky, I have to correct the record. When we first started talking about this conflict, I talked about Fat Amy getting the first air-to-air kills with like a 3-ship or a 4-ship of MiG-29s.
Mm-hmm.
That turned out to be false. Fake news. So this is the first alleged air-to-air kill for F-35 with the Israeli Air Force. And this is it. Doug, this is not... Okay, we can do this one first. There's actually 2 videos. So if you've got the other one, this is from the ground. There's one from the air, from the targeting pod. This is the aftermath of that.
Oh, wow.
Doug, do you have the targeting pod one?
I will check. Hang on.
Wow, dude. Yeah, so the Yak 130 is a little twin seat.
It's a trainer.
Trainer. Was it 2 engines? Yeah. 2 engines. I mean, it's a cool little jet.
It can carry the Archer. They use it as light attack or as a trainer, but we talked about this. Remember we talked about this last week about and I asked you, I said, what do you do if you're the lone MiG-29 or Yak 130 that's flying around? Because they were launching them as singles to defend Tehran.
That's right. I thought, yeah. Dude, this thing. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool little jet, but it's fighter-ish, you know. Unfortunately, not much of a challenge, even for Fat Amy, man. I mean,
I've got it, Doug. I've got it. If you don't have it,
I've got something.
I got it.
Yeah, it's 20 years old, man. This thing, yeah, dude.
I have to mute it because it's Star Wars music. I don't know why the Israeli Air Force used Star Wars music.
That's cool.
But yeah, well, here it is. So this is them from the EOTs. Or I think it's from the EOTs, but could also be from another aircraft. But they take the missile right in the face.
Oh, dude, play that again.
There's the impact, right? There it is. So that's the missile. That's the Yak.
Oh, dude. Oh, wow.
I watched this. I was like, they're dead. But apparently they ejected.
Really?
I from my comment section, because I did a video on this.
Wow.
But they ejected. I don't see any indications of an ejection here.
Oh, dude.
And one thing I talked about thinking they didn't eject is that, well, as a fighter pilot, I'm sad, right? Because you'd kind of hope they could eject.
Right.
But it is what it is. I'm softy at heart. But yeah, there you go, dude.
Wow.
The first F-35 kill.
That we know about.
Allegedly,
yeah.
And then first video Doug tried to show you was ground forces thinking that it was an American getting shot down. So that's why they're yelling and all excited, not realizing that was their lone Yak 130 that was up there to defend them.
Yeah, dang, man. This vantage point, do you think this is from the F-35 that did the
No,
I was going to say, I don't think it is.
No, this is either from a wingman or a drone.
Yeah, because it's like you said,
I mean, he's like on the beam almost.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recognize any of the symbology in this video.
Well, that's Fat Amy's, or he could be like in the helmet looking through his crotch.
Look at this. Hey, yeah, that's wild. I mean, yeah. I wonder. I mean, it's a 2-seat jet. I wonder if the Iranians fly him dualed up or single.
Oh God, could you imagine?
No.
No.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I
had no idea.
The data on the Israeli one, the Iranian one, Iran acquired Yak-130 jet trainers. The first Yak-130 were delivered to Iran in September 2023 with photos showing at least 2 jets. Subsequent imagery and reporting suggested more may have been delivered later. Exact numbers and deal costs were not publicly disclosed. These trainers are being utilized for various roles, including drone interception patrols and air-to-air combat missions. So it wasn't like 2 dudes going out doing a local pattern only and they got murked. They were out there for a combat reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wonder if operationally, if they fly dualed up or.
They said they had two shoots is what the people that commented.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, do you see, we'll talk about it here in a little bit, but you see a Yak, I mean, a Yak-130 flying around in defense is very telling of the status of their Air Force. I mean, obviously, everybody loves a Tomcat, but why haven't any of those, none of those have been airborne in this fight. We're having, a Yak get smoked by an F-35, which really isn't much, against an F-35, it's not really a fair fight, especially BVR.
So this is what it looks like, Iranian. And this is the war zone, got this via X, but you can see it's not an unarmed trainer.
No, look at that. Look at that heater.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But goes to your point previously about I wouldn't take it lightly because you get in an engagement zone, bad things happen.
If he can see you and he's got the right heater, I mean, it could be bad.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, moving on. More drone stuff. And we've got 3 UAE topics tonight. They've been busy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But this one, we asked Casmo. Then we called Jake Preston. Then we called what was Jake Preston's instructor? Tommy Lee Jones, but what character did he play?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember.
Little. Mr. Little, Warrant Officer Little. We tried to get all of them on for comment. None would show up. So it's just a couple guys that don't know anything about Apaches. But check this video out.
The footage is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Target is destroyed.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
That's awesome. It catches the bullets going out.
Yeah.
Oh, man, look at that.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Well, they've got the iHads, so they've got the helmet-mounted sight. Basically, wherever they look is
where
that 30-millimeter cannon. I mean, all it takes is one hit. I wonder if they're using that new ammo that we talked about. Remember we were talking about that last show?
It looks like they're actually getting hits, man. I mean,
Yeah. This looks like just they're doing aerial gunnery. It's like, hey, we're at the range with these targets.
I know it's serious business, but this looks really fun. I mean, This is serious business, obviously, but this looks really fun, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you're in an Apache.
Oh, dude.
You're shooting the gun.
Yeah.
Dude, that had an explosive. I mean, that's a secondary.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, too bad Casmo's not here, but I think the gun primarily, you know, for ground moving targets. I mean, man, they're shooting air to air targets with this thing. That's wild.
Or Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel Flores.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, I mean, that's one way of doing it, man. Put the Apache up there with the gun and
that's what you need, right? You need they're not I mean, it's not like it's flying that fast.
No.
When we show the UAE one with the Viper, you'll see that the Viper's going too fast.
Yeah.
The Apache, I mean, it's just right. And what's always impressive to me is when an aircraft like an Apache or something non-fighter pulls off the intercept.
Right.
You know, because shooting it's one thing, but finding the target.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a huge target. I mean, it's not small, but they're not. You know, it's not like an Eagle jet.
No, you're right. I mean, you know, how many times have you tried to execute an intercept and not been able to make it work? I mean, I'm just as guilty.
And these guys, Apache pilots,
right? These Apache pilots primarily air to ground, and I mean, these drones are significantly smaller than manned airplanes. So
even with GCI, you know, ground controlled intercept, and you know, somebody that's vectoring you on, it's not easy.
No.
And I don't know if it's the longbow with the little short, because they have a radar in the dome thing
right
on top, but I don't think it's not a fighter radar.
Yeah. And I don't know, you know, I don't know what kind of legs the Apache has. I mean, like, are they detecting these things coming in and then like launching Apaches, or are Apaches kind of like just hanging out playing defense because they know drones are coming? Or
that's a good question. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, because you know, in a fast jet, you can go play, like, you know, you can cover real estate to make the intercept happen. So, you know, in a helicopter, I'm not saying the Apache's slow, but in the air-to-air game, you know,
6 foot wingspan is what Doug says this is.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
I mean, that's a tiny target. And then my next question is, the Apache, does the Apache carry the Ipequas rocket?
I don't know. I mean, they're using the gun here.
Right. But yeah, so they successfully fired the Ipequas from October 2013. So it does exist.
But the Qatar, the UAE has them?
I bet you if it exists, they have it.
They have it.
You know, I mean, but what I'm saying is that has been the weapon of choice for drones. And now this is much cheaper. Even the Ipequas, which is, so it's the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System. It's a laser guided rocket, which this thing, I mean, if you look at the targeting, this could easily be done by that kind of rocket. But a gun is, the only problem with the gun is, you see how many rounds they're popping off and they're hitting the water. If you've got anything behind that target, it's at risk. So when we get to the over the beach, we'll talk about this, because one of the concerns is, okay, you're doing this over water, you don't care what the background, but you're throwing rounds in an urban area. Those rounds could be hitting Meemaw.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes they're gonna obviously weigh the risk, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But yeah, most of this is over the water, which is ideal, you know. So maybe they are detecting them, you know, coming, going feet wet as they leave Iran, and able to get the helicopters out there.
Yeah,
you know, in time to vector them on. I mean,
they're just sitting alert somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these shots are tail aspect, right? So I mean, they're kind of chasing them. But
well, and that's the other part too, is the tail aspect shot is hard,
right?
You know, I mean, those are not a non-maneuvering. Now they're kind of looked down, so they're above this target. But
yeah,
Apache's awesome for this.
Man, lot of respect for these guys, because these are air-to-air gun kills, and that's pretty cool.
You'll never get the Apache. Look, dude,
I'm
in the hierarchy of air-to-air players, it's Apache and F-22 now.
Yeah, true. Truly, the Apache has more credibility as an interceptor at this point.
Yeah,
than the F-22 does.
Yeah, they go to the bar and they're like, "I'm an Apache pilot. What do you fly?"
Yeah, dude.
I fly the Raptor.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're the new Zamboni driver, then.
yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
It's quite the garage queen you have.
Yeah. Anything happening up there at 60,000? No. Okay, cool.
In the bozosphere.
Yeah. It's wild, dude.
Reminds me of the old Jane's Apache days. Now press the Q key for your iHads button.
Oh, it's great, dude.
Gray Squid says, I'd hate to be that yak pilot taking off into the horde of U.S. jets. Well, that was Israeli. I'd hate to be a yak pilot, period.
I mean, I would think that any competent, I mean, the Iranian Air Force, they're not new to war, right? They have the long history of fighting Iraq. And so that those guys are smart enough to realize by them taking off, the odds are not good.
Are they, though? Because here's the thing. A lot of regimes, if you will, pride themselves on delusion. If they buy into the Kool-Aid, right? Like I keep hearing these people talking about, Iran is just luring the Americans in, and any day now they're going to launch the good stuff, the 2,000 missiles, and they've killed. Like, there are people in this world right now that believe Iran is winning. Like, they seriously believe that Iran is inflicting damage, killing thousands of Americans that aren't being reported, and have stockpiles of the good stuff that they're just waiting to unleash.
Well, I mean, yes, but so I've read some of that book. I've listened to some of the Iranian Tomcat pilots talk about engagements that they had, and you can tell that they're competent. I've read a lot of books about World War II fighter aviation, and what I learned was, like in Germany, you had the Nazis, but there was plenty of German fighter pilots that didn't necessarily support the Nazi regime, but they were German fighter pilots. So that being said, yes, Mover, you're probably right. There's probably a lot of them that are like, I'm launching in my yak and I will destroy all F-35s. But I also think that there's enough, there's pilots that know.
You hope. But what I'm saying is they may not have the information, right? They may, like if you're only fed, Baghdad Bob or Tehran Bob in this case, like if you're only getting the, we are repelling them, we're luring them into the trap, and like, go launch your yak, and glory to Allah as you take down the infidels. It's like, dude, come on, man. I'm in a yak 130.
Yeah. I mean,
which in Iran is a newer,
it is
of the stuff they have. It's probably
the newest.
Yeah. It's like, hey, dude, this thing's got a glass cockpit. This is, it was made in this century.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I give him too much of the benefit of the doubt, but I just can't, if you fought, Iraq for, I don't know, 15 years or whatever.
These guys didn't, though, dude. That war so far back. None of these dudes were in that war.
Yeah, you got a point. I don't know.
These
right.
Like the last 20 years, they have been what you see now. Yeah, they like,
yeah,
that wasn't a war that was happening. 20 years ago, Iraq had already fallen.
Yeah, you're right. Gosh, I'm getting old, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're right.
None of these people are that. They're not the glorious Tomcat drivers that got all the kills and overg'd the jet and
made history.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's definitely
maybe you're right, dude. I have a hard time believing a Yak 130 pilot in the face of F-16s, 15s, 35s.
But did they even know it? Honestly, dude, that Yak pilot probably had no idea much like our Strike Eagle brethren
Correct.
and sister,
Yeah, he
had no idea until all the lights are on and the G-forces are in weird directions.
Yeah, I agree. But now they know, because I'm sure word gets around.
Do they?
Wow, you're right. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's only so much you can hide. But I see what you're saying, man. I see what you're saying.
Joe says, target destroyed in English. Are they talking to American AWACS or something? Why wouldn't it be in Arabic? Because they are American trained usually, and English is the aviation language. It's like the universal aviation language. So most countries that do any interoperability with Western forces use English.
Yeah.
Or like you hear there, it was a mix.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one or the other, because they were saying other things in Arabic as well. So Laura B says, if Gonky likes this, he needs to start playing video games. Gonky also likes his marriage.
Correct. Yes. So video games would get me in trouble.
B Shoke says, Tehran Terry, just putting it out there. No, because Tehran Terry sounds badass. It sounds like, like the dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Terry. Doug knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
Bronx Gunner says, make it law. Do not sell the Gettysburg to Kuwait. Well, no, because then it would shoot down their Hornets.
Yeah. It's it's wild that like within a year we've got a lot of blue on blue. I mean, more than in the past couple decades for sure. Sadly.
I mean, that is a good point though. Think about that, Gonky.
I know.
Gettysburg tried to take out 3 and almost took out 4 of its own aircraft.
Yeah.
Going by our logic.
So you're saying hypothetically it's possible the Kuwaiti pilot
is really just as incompetent as the Gettysburg.
Oh, don't say that, dude. It's like maybe the Iranians are onto something here. It's like, hey, just
if we just hide our stuff, they will shoot themselves down over the course of the next 20 years.
Correct. Yeah. If we can just survive, they'll eventually shoot themselves down. Yeah.
All right. Jen 56 Yas says, speaking of Iraq, which side do you think they are on right now?
I don't know.
Don't they hate the Iranians? Isn't that the Sunni Shia?
Yeah.
Like, aren't they different?
I don't know. Iraq's been
I mean,
pretty
they
quiet.
fought a war, but then again, that was
40 years ago, apparently.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Dory Meme says, did you see the video? Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Probably should do that one next. Doug, you cue that one up?
That's a cool thumbnail he has.
Yeah. All right. Continuing with the UAE trend. Gonky, here's your scenario. You're having a lovely day at the beach and you get an impromptu air show. You have the aircraft.
Start filming.
Yeah.
Start filming.
Play the tape, Douglas. With sound. With sound. So you can see the little drone buzzing. That's one that got by the Apache guys.
Yeah.
See, it's not going that fast. That's Apache speed.
Probably what, 100 knots?
Yeah. Sounds like a little lawnmower. RC plane.
लो जी लाइव ड्रोन आया एक फट गया एक दाण लगा नहीं इंटरसेप्ट हुआ
Lifeguards are
hasn't been intercepted, but it's still going forward. So this is feet dry now.
right.
जो लगा है ना वो
Here comes the mighty Viper. Dude, he is throttled all the way back. Fox dude.
Dude, I think that was a Fox 3.
Uh-uh.
There wasn't enough smoke.
Yeah, but the new ones are.
वो मारा है उसको वो उसने मारा है उसको wow
That's crazy.
wow
Dude, watch you suck up a bird here.
another live fight man, this is live fight. Wow.
I keep biting off thinking it's the jet coming back. It's just birds that are two-circle
Oh
fighting each other.
my God.
See, he's speaking English.
Wow.
Picked a good day to go to the beach.
This was insane.
Yeah, go back, Doug.
This was insane.
See if you can stop it when he fires the missile, because I think you can see it. It's an aim line. It's not here.
Oh, जो लगा है ना वो
That's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, no, you're right.
लो जी लाइव ड्रोन आया एक फट
Live
गया
drone. So one actually
एक दान
hit.
लगा
One exploded.
Wow.
नहीं इंटरसेप्ट हुआ है ये वाला नहीं इंटरसेप्ट हुआ ये जा रहा है अभी भी आगे और जो
Interesting.
लगा है ना वो
Somebody said this was fake because the engine noise, but here's why. Stop the tape. The reason it sounds like that is because he's throttled all the way back.
Yeah.
He's at idle. Go back. Go. Keep going. Hear that whistle? It sounds like he's in the overhead brake. All right, stop. That's an aim 9. Look at the
Yeah,
fins.
you're right. You're right. I saw where it came off. Yeah.
Now, slowly advance it. Yeah, see it's coming off the wingtip.
Yep.
Station 2.
Yeah.
Keep going. When you get tail left, I want to show you something. Right there. You can't see it on StreamYard, but if you watch the actual tape, the boards are wide open.
I saw that. He had the speed brakes out.
I mean, dude, this goes back to why the Apache is better at this, because this is in the speed regime of an F-16 that is way, way slow. This dude is working, and good on him for making this happen. Because again, like we talked about, so my concern, Gonky, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. This is not over water. This is over presumably some level of populated area, because we're going feet dry this direction. You're shooting a heater against a background like this. Like, are you trusting this thing to guide on this 6-foot wide drone?
Well, it's tough, man, because if you can remember, you know, the in the Middle East, you will have like pockets. Like if you're in an airplane looking down, you'll have pockets of like developed area, then some open desert, some more developed area. So I don't know. He's not very high in this F-16, but I don't know what the vantage point looks like. Maybe waited, you know, to minimize that risk of, you know, possibly having casualties if the missile misses, or even if it hits, you know, the debris from the drone coming down, it's got to come down somewhere. And then the other piece is maybe it's heading towards a high value target, and they're
probably is, yeah.
And they're willing to take the risk of like, listen, you know, like minimize what you can, but like this drone has to be stopped, and you know, we're willing to, you know, risk damage and maybe even loss of life to keep it from reaching its intended target.
Yeah, I agree with you. It goes to show you, though, you know, the air-to-air missile, right? I think a 20 millimeter would be a lot riskier in this scenario, not just to the people on the ground, but to the aircraft. Yeah. Slow speed, higher alpha, you know, that's a tough shot. Aim 9 makes sense. What would make more sense is the rockets, like we talked about, the APIC was rockets. But dude, this is not, people think, oh, this is easy. This is varsity. These pilots are out there doing the work, you know. And
I mean, dude, when have you ever done an idle 110 knot employment exercise.
Yeah. Well,
Never.
you're not at 110 knots because
Well, however
Yeah.
slow the thing will go.
yeah. I mean,
Right?
with people on the ground, with the background.
Low altitude, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything that's happening right there is, and knowing this is my home country.
Yeah.
If I don't, people, if I do this, people might die if I'm wrong, but if I miss, people will die. And that's on my conscience. Like I have to be successful. So, I mean, good on them for getting it done.
Do you think that like I wonder if at LFEs today, like fighter pilots operating today, training in the States and other countries, I wonder if they're starting to train for the really low, slow, small flyer.
Yeah,
we never
see that. Well, you already see that it exists. You see the Civil Air Patrol doing it a lot already.
But they have
Never
no
wa-
offensive capability, do they?
Yeah, but a Shahed drone has no offensive capability against the F-16 either.
I'm saying to intercept and destroy it.
It's the same thing, though. I mean, in fact, I did the AIB report on this where the F-16 got too slow and departed control flight because he switched, alt flaps versus going into digital backup. He flipped the wrong switch and departed the aircraft because he was too slow for the configuration that the jet wanted to be in. They do it. It's just which units are doing it. A lot of these units go out there and the first time they do it is real life, to your point.
Right.
But the training does exist, the low, slow VID, because that's a actual function of the Civil Air Patrol, which is awesome.
Have you ever, in the F-16 or the Hornet, did you ever intercept anybody like it in that regime, like the low drone? Yeah.
Piper Warrior. And you know why? Because I was at Avon Park doing a live strafe and he flew under me in the restricted area.
Wow.
So we intercepted him.
How was it? I mean, was somebody able to remain back there?
Yeah, you're constantly doing because
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was like trundled, aborted the pass because he was like, as we're rolling in on a 30-degree high angle strafe, right in front.
Yeah, I intercepted a Nordo T-34 in a Super Hornet, and I put the gear and the flaps down. I put it in the landing configuration because I'm like, dude, this is way too.
Yeah. Well, the Viper's got auto flaps, so everything schedules on its own.
The
Hornet does too.
Yeah, the Hornet does too. But the flight control logic changes. But I remember being behind him, and it's mushy, and I'm like, dude. So I put the gear down, the flaps down, and it became much more stable. But I mean, you're not about shooting weapons, right?
No.
I mean, that would be weird. Yeah. As far as city stuff, man, like you talk about, it's the F-16 wasn't designed really to be a low altitude, slow drone interceptor.
That's the thing, is it's not that the F-16 is a bad jet. It's just made to fight MiG-29s.
Right.
Exactly. Not, Miman or Cessna.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Doug's home-built RC plane.
Hey, now, some of my planes are pretty fast.
It's faster than that.
Faster than the Shahed.
They're quieter.
Yeah.
We got regulations over here.
He's got a weed whacker engine on that thing, man.
The Husqvarna.
Yeah, he's got a Husky. Husky on that bad boy. Oh, jeez.
Anyway, back to the comments. Boris says, Mover, Curve Tactical are selling their Tomcat. What now?
Who?
Huh? Doug, do we have this information? Curve Tactical.
Who is Curve Tactical?
We shall pursue it.
And how did they get a Tomcat?
Curve Tactical is an aviation-inspired streetwear brand.
Do they own a Tomcat?
Is this like Red Bull owning Formula One cars?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, Boris. Yeah.
There's something on the Instagram here. Let's see.
I don't know. If they do, I mean, Mover's looking for an
Oh,
airplane.
it's one of those, it's a museum piece. Like it has no engines or anything. It's very pretty.
I gotcha. Yeah.
No, wait, I don't know. I might be looking at the wrong thing. All right, Douglas.
That's what I found too.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, well, that's great. I have no room in my garage for this.
for Tomcat.
Not for a non-functional. You give me a functional, I'll sleep in the damn thing.
Yeah, I know. I'll
But-
live in it.
Yeah, Luna can sleep in the back seat. I'll sleep in the front seat.
Yeah.
Perfect. Full afterburner USA, bro. And the Viper was at idle boards out on Fox. Yep, 100%. 100%. That's what I saw was dude that was trying to minimize his closure
100%. Yeah.
and not fly through the thing that he just blew up in the air, which is dangerous.
Yeah.
Old Navy guy says they speak Farsi. Break. New growler targets.
Yeah. Okay.
We are not a learned people.
No.
Can't say they speak Spanish because, boy, that'll piss off.
Especially if they're Brazilian.
You cannot quote Anchorman on this show because people will be mad at you, call you racist, even though it's a good movie.
I almost made a joke. Joe had a Brazilian flag in his background, but I resisted.
Yeah, we got to stop.
Trigger happy, dude.
Rube says the Apaches running air missions reminds me of when the Brazilian Air Force had Mi-35s on alert intercepting Arco planes. Cheers from Brazil. Don't do it, Douglas.
Don't
They
even
do not,
say
in
it.
fact, speak Spanish. Dude, I got a friend who speaks Portuguese. I know. Jeez.
That's awesome.
Joe says, what's the idle speed of a Viper at that altitude did not stall out? Oof. I don't know. They're
There's
just
Joe
trying
now.
to stay out of the horn.
See the flag?
That's not a Brazilian. Is it a Brazilian?
Absolutely.
Stop being racist, Douglas. Sharkbait says WW2 fighters for drone intercept. P.S. Tehran Timmy. I like Tehran Timmy.
Sharkbait brings up a good point I was thinking about earlier, man. It's kind of wild that, Iran is quasi-effectively using like World War II technology today.
Oh, like when the V1 rockets?
Yeah, dude, the buzz bombs.
Yeah.
Like essentially that's what they
And
are.
World War II plane shot it down.
Yeah,
Don't say his name, Gonky.
that's true. They did shoot him down. They not only shot him down, they'd fly next to him and flip him with the wing, right? So, but it is kind of crazy that technology from the 40s is still.
What's old is new.
Well, yeah. Sadly, the Americans were killed by a GE drone, right? So,
Yeah, that might have been a security OPSEC issue because I guess the Iranians knew exactly where they were too.
yeah. But like I said, basically they got hit by a modern version of the buzz bomb.
Wow.
I don't know. Thanks, Sharkbait.
Yes, thank you. It's a good point. Modular 182. My uncle, Colonel Dan Rakestraw, fighter pilot with 2 silver stars, 4 DFCs, died in November. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, wow.
Nickel on the grass for him.
Man.
Won't be buried in Arlington until April. Thoughts on the backlog with Arlington burials? Dude, I think that's standard, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not only is it standard, but it's the government.
Yeah.
Like, I wish you had better time, but I think that's just how it is, unfortunately. B-Shoke says some 5-inch by 25 caliber mount with proximity fuse shells on that beach would be good versus those drones before they are feet wet. Well, anything is good before they are feet wet.
Right.
The problem is affecting the intercept before they are feet wet. Gonky, what you were saying just now, like I honestly don't think a World War II aircraft is better than the Apache because you can, whatever you're looking at, shoot. Like you can get up next to it and shoot. You can get, like you don't have to be dead six. That makes that shot easier than an airplane that has to, get into the in-plane, in-range, and lead kind of stuff.
That's true, but a lot of times in World War II they didn't employ. Like most of the time, they would actually essentially ram them, like flip them over, because the guidance systems in those the V1 was not very good, and if they could tip the wing up, it would disrupt it, and the thing would just crash.
That's not how these are, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
You do that.
You don't think if you
it'll blow up.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Plus,
think that would
V1s are flying up above 350 knots.
That's true. Yeah, they were jet
No,
powered.
things
They
a
were
lot.
flying.
I don't think you could do that with these. I think, to his point, the prox fuse shells on the 30 Mike on the Apache the M230 is probably your best.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that the slow. Yeah, you're right, man. I think an Apache with these slower drones is definitely more effective. I'm a little curious how the as far as getting, like you said, making the actual intercept happen. You probably have to have a decent amount of lead time.
Yeah. Spider says, "What about the newest laser is working $50 versus the drone?" Yeah, the Helios laser, pretty cool. New role for the A10 or A29. I don't think the A10 would be that good at it either.
No, I don't either.
I mean, I think it's Apache, A29 maybe, but I mean, now you're talking a whole new infrastructure, setting up a training pipeline, all that stuff.
Yeah, Apache, Cobra. I mean, attack helicopter really is probably your best
Full
bet.
Afterburner. Why was the S16 driver going to digital backup? He wasn't. He reached back there and went to digital backup.
It was an accident.
He had the alt flaps, so he was trying to slow down. He went alt flaps, and then when he went to go back, he flipped the digital backup switch instead, which with the alt flaps out and in digital backup and at slow speed, he lost his low speed protection and departed control flight. I actually talked to a guy. He's a really nice dude. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Full Afterburner says, also, I have 2 Tomcats within 50 miles of my house. Well, all right.
So do I.
Conrad, thank you.
Yeah.
Rick says, hello, gents, longtime follower. Half. Are there any museums or groups that have plans to bring a Tomcat to flying status? No.
I don't think so.
Oh. 2 out of 2. Any resource to people that are knowledgeable for prior enlisted with a strong desire to commission a flying slot? Yes. If you go to militaryrecruiter.com, Air Force /UFT, there's a whole thing on how to do that.
Plus, to make them tell you no Facebook pages,
which has a link to that. It'll make I make people read that before they join the group. So there's your other option.
Yeah.
Boris says Zelensky was mocked last year that he does not have the cards. Now we're asking him for drone interceptors. What an irony. Gold Picard says, what about putting stingers back on the Apaches for air-to-air like back in the A model days? Take that cigar box, put the cigar box on the... why do you need to? The gun did a great job. Like, why are we adding like APIC whiz rockets or the gun? That's all you need.
Yeah.
Stingers, not so much. Bob says, send the Wasp Iwo Jima out to the Gulf with Cobra's Marines. We got this.
I mean, dude, you could probably use a Cobra as well for that kind of mission, but
Apaches look better though.
Yeah,
Disagree.
I think the Cobra. I think the Cobra looks better.
All right,
Doug on this one.
So, speaking of last-minute interceptors, Qatar. Why can't I share this? So, Iranian bombers were shot down minutes from Middle East's largest base in Qatar. F-15s, the F-15QA intercepted it going to Al Udeid early Monday. It was 2 Iranian Su-24 tactical bombers by the IRGC, and they were 2 minutes away when Qatari fighters intercepted them. The planes were identified and photographed carrying bombs and guided munitions. They apparently descended to an altitude of 80 feet in an attempt to evade radar detection. They issued radio warnings, and due to time constraints, they said, you know what, it's hostile. And that's what it looks like. Gonky, what are your thoughts? They crashed. They did not eject. They did not survive. General Kane said that's the first time they've shot down 2 Iranian bombers, which is crazy that they were going after Al Udeid, which is a big base, man.
Yeah. I mean, it goes to show you that, even in the face of overwhelming odds, you need to treat Iran like the lethal threat that it is, right? I mean, imagine the intercept gets screwed up. Imagine the missiles don't fuse, and the Eagles weren't able to take these Su-24s out. I mean, it could be real bad, right? My hat's off to the Eagle guys. I mean, add 2 more kills, right? I mean, I don't know, man. Is the QA considered a light gray, or is it a?
So the QA is.
It's not a mud hen, is it? Kind of.
Yeah, kinda. It's got a
2-seater. It's an awesome airplane. It's basically the EX.
Right, which the EX is based off of the E.
Is it?
Yeah. So the EX is based off the QA, where the QA is based off the E.
Yeah. I mean,
so the F-15EX is a variant of the Advanced Eagle family, further development of the Strike Eagle, beginning with the F-15SA. The Advanced Eagle consolidated several upgrades to the F-15E. Starting from the QA, the Advanced Eagle introduced a further revised wing structure and a bigger service life, advanced display core processor, new cockpit. Based on the F-15 QA, the EX incorporates the AN/APG-82 AESA radar, EPAWS, and the Lockheed Martin Legion Pod IRST-21 sensor. Dude, if you've ever been outgunned in your life, it's being an Iranian fighter pilot in a Su-24 versus an F-15 QA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So
talking about a knife to a gunfight.
I mean, I salute the Iranian pilots for doing their best, because they came in at 80 feet, probably above supersonic. But dude, featureless terrain against the latest to greatest Eagle,
radar that can see the future,
radar that can see the future.
Your thoughts in the cockpit of your Su-24.
Yeah, for these guys, it was just a matter of getting the correlation that we talked about earlier, as far as, for sure, these are hostiles, taking them out. So, from the Iranian standpoint, I mean, the real, I could see the play as the Su-24 is a fast strike aircraft, right? And it's not that far across the water. So, I know they were trying to basically outrun the response time, which they didn't. So, but I mean, honestly, it's pretty close, right? 2 minutes.
Do you think they knew it was a one-way mission? Like, you think there was a follow-on plan after it, assuming they were successful? Then what?
I think they could have turned around, dude, and beat feet back.
I think so.
I mean, like I said, the whole thing is the element of surprise, right? So, I mean, you get your Su-24, you sweep the wings, you light the afterburner, and you let that thing eat at 80 feet, and you're just hoping that they don't see you until you're a little closer, and you're going so fast by then the response time isn't good enough. But I mean, dude, there's a lot of holes in that plan. But like you said, I'm a huge fan of the Advanced Eagle, and dude, the Su-24 is, 60s, 70s technology, which isn't bad. It's just dated. It's old.
Well, the newer ones, which I don't think the Iranians have.
I don't think they have the newer ones, man.
The upgraded ones can carry an Archer.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, even okay. MiG-29A can carry an Archer, So And I'm
Well,
not.
they have 29. So Iran has 29 Su-24 MKs, and a Su-24 MK is, I mean, I think that's the upgraded one. So it's got the Su-24M has GLONASS, MFDs, HUD, digital moving map, helmet mounted sights, and upgrade for the latest weapons, including the Archer. Well, no, those are Su-24 M2s, so they don't have M2s. So yeah, these are just whatever.
Yeah, dude, the old.
2 Su-24 MKs remained in service prior to the 2003 invasion of. Oh, that's Iraq. Yeah, 29 Su-24 MKs as of 2024.
Yeah.
Jeez, 2 pilots, a pilot and a Wizzo, and I
Yep.
guess all 4 died.
Yeah.
I mean, at sea level, it'll do 710 knots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Mach 1.06.
Yeah. So I, in my mind, their tactic was try to beat the response time of, the defenses, which, I mean, that sometimes that might work, right? It didn't this time.
Dude, I think they launched knowing that they were dead.
Well, but to your point before, maybe they're like, this is going to be a turkey shoot because
I'll tell you what. Up until the time they died, they were raging.
At
I mean, this was the best sortie of like
of their life.
They thought they were about to go. I mean, imagine you get that far because they had to know they were a couple minutes away.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been the Red Air Striker, thinking I was about to go bomb the target.
They get schwacked.
You're schwacked at the last minute. Yeah,
of course. Yeah,
very disappointing.
But I've
never been at 80 feet.
I've been successful.
Me too.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, pretty incredible that the Eagles, did what they did, and really, it's incredible that the Su-24s got as close as they did.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Right.
Because Al Udeid is a
huge
dude. From a PR perspective,
be bad.
Just the idea that, because we pride ourselves in the knowledge that no American troops have been bombed from the air.
Yeah.
Since World War II.
I mean, dude, 2 minutes is probably 20 miles, right? At that speed,
if they're going,
probably for 18, sure, 18 for sure, they were going max speed.
Well,
I mean, for sure. Like they're probably doing a mover. They were past the placard speed. It's like, dude,
do the bombs have limits?
Dude,
do they care?
Not when you're in an Iranian in a Su-24 and you're going to try to bomb.
Well, because I think of like a Mark 82, right? 550.95.
Yeah, it depends. But that's our stuff, right? I have no idea.
That's true. We actually care about our equipment. Yeah. And in combat, you'd go. Yeah. If I had to get there, I had to get there.
Exactly. So
yeah,
it's wild.
All right. Well, let's see what the kids at home have to say. Nothing. They don't want to talk to us right now. All right. Gonky, raise your glass.
Oh, dude, I know what's coming.
Do I have to?
Tomcats.
Roll the tape, Douglas. It hurts me in my soul.
I want to believe those are the inflatable ones.
Where do I go to protest this war?
Dude, I know.
I'm no longer in support of all these objectives.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Yeah, who cares about that one? Go back to the Tomcat. So Israelis confirmed that they killed a whole bunch of F-14s.
Yeah, at the Isfahan Air Base, which is basically kind of like central Iran. So they were hiding them.
Why can't they just, what were those jets doing to you?
Did that cat bite you? No.
Yeah.
Then why did you blow it up?
What was it doing to you? Nothing.
Dude.
Have you guys seen the social media rumors that these are just paintings on the pavement?
They're
Well, that's why I
not.
said maybe these are the inflatable.
Right.
Wacky arm waving inflatable.
It's a good thing they released Top Gun Maverick when they did, because now the scenario may not even be plausible anymore, right?
I holding out hope that they've got some stuff to weigh in a mountain somewhere.
I'd be willing to bet they probably do.
Maybe they have one at their nuclear facility. Those are probably safe.
Yeah, and obviously, I don't know. I haven't seen all the footage, but I think that they have at least probably 20 of them that are still flyable, right? I mean,
Well, that was going to be my next question. Are any actually flyable?
I would say, yeah. I mean, it is 2023, right? Escorting Putin. One of them was flying, and then remember, just last year they had an air show, and we talked about they brought in a Tomcat, flew in, sat there, and now flyable, probably. How many are mission capable? Which means how many of them have working radars and weapons and.
You know, that's peculiar, because to me, even if well, I guess they are in kind of disarray right now, because every time they elect a Shah, it doesn't go well for the new Shah.
Right.
But
short term.
Yeah, or Ayatollah, sorry, not the Shah. Shah is the one that got
those
kicked
exiled.
out. Yeah,
Yep.
so every time they get an Ayatollah. But you would think that they would just, launch everything, right? The fact that everything has stayed on the ground, it's just interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of like I mentioned earlier, why, they launched Yaks and MiG-29s. So,
Right.
Is that a, hey, let's fake them out, let them think?
Or is that all that's left?
Or is this really all we got? I don't, I have no idea one way or the other, but the way I look at it is, I mean, if you have these warplanes like on the ground, they are going to get destroyed eventually. Like, I don't understand why they're not using them if they are indeed flyable and mission capable. Or maybe something in the logistics line has been taken out to where they can't use them.
No, I mean, they may not have weapons to put on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So logistically, maybe it's like, well, we can fly them, but nothing's going to happen, right? So, I have a hard time believing that the Yak, like you said, is the newest and greatest fighter.
The Yak and the MiG-29,
right?
And the Su-24s are all they can manage.
Right.
I mean, hell, put a bomb on a Tomcat, see what it'll do. I mean, just sweep the wings and go.
Yeah.
Let the old girl go out in a blaze of glory.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, the hostilities are ongoing, and probably safe to say that not all of them are destroyed. So you never know, dude. Next week we might be talking about a Tomcat destroyed while it's flying. I mean, I wish for peace in the region, but
defecting
or defecting, yeah.
Only to be shot down by a Kuwaiti F-18.
That once you work your way through the Kuwaiti F-18, you got to get through the Gettysburg before you can land on the Lincoln. It's like it's basically a self-escort strike.
Yeah.
Like,
I was trying to defect.
You got to earn your freedom, dude. You got to earn it.
Top Gun 3 is just Maverick stealing the last Tomcat and trying to get home with no resistance from the enemy.
Only for friendlies.
No Super 57. It's just friendlies that he's trying not to get shot down by.
Oh, dude. It's sad that we're making that joke.
Is it though?
Yeah, I don't
I'd
know.
have been more impressed if Thomas Cruise could have used his witchcraft to predict that in his movie.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sad, dude. Tomcats are. They destroyed a couple of them. A couple months ago, we had that footage of I think the Israelis.
Yeah, and some of the footage is getting recycled. So some of the footage that they're claiming is from this is actually old footage. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
it's very sad. It makes me sad. All right. Let's see. Tomcats, says Spinbot. I'm on my way to strike a reactor in my Tomcat right now.
DCS. Love it.
Old Navy guy says if they had flyable Tomcats, they'd fly them.
You'd hope so.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, my ZR1 only has 6,000 miles. It sometimes when you have a collector,
Yeah, that's true.
you don't use it as your daily driver.
That's true.
You send out your yak.
That's true.
You know?
So they're holding out for resale value. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
that's what they're gonna need something when this is all over.
It would make me sad. I mean, dude, I remember when I was in the Gulf during the Iran flare up, I was like, man, I wonder what it would be like. Yeah. I cry. I cry a tear as I squeeze the trigger.
Fox 3.
Fox 3, sorry. So sorry.
Forgive me.
Yeah, exactly.
Full afterburner. USA says if they had any mission capable Tomcats left, why wouldn't they have them running cap instead of the yak? The Tomcat would actually be a threat.
I mean, that's what I was talking about. But
would it though?
But yeah.
No, honestly, this is a much happier solution because I don't know if my soul could take it. If Fat Amy got,
I know.
Kill.
I know.
Especially if they had like some dogfight footage or something, you know,
dude,
like
we wouldn't cover it.
yeah,
We just couldn't cover it.
It's all AI.
Yeah, my heart, because in my mind now, Thomas Cruise in the Iranian Tomcat crushes 5th gen. And the only reason why he didn't beat the last one, he's out of bullets. So I like to keep it that way.
Yeah. Max says, was spoiled in my youth as a student pilot and refueler. Airshow main events most every year was Blues, F-15s, or T-Birds plus Tomcat. Miss those days. Dude, I remember the first time I saw a Tomcat demo. It vibrates like your bones in your entire rib cage. And it's awesome.
How old were you?
21.
Yeah.
It's the New Orleans Air Show.
Yeah, I never saw the Tomcat. Dude, the first time I ever saw a Tomcat, I was actually in OCS. I think I was like doing flutter kicks or making sugar cookies or something. And like one of them came into NAS Pensacola and I just, man, it was awesome.
That demo was just
Loud.
like, cause the F-22, it does all the ballerina crap, but the Tomcat was all about noise and power.
Yeah.
Which is what it should be.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't need to see you do all your little twirls and stuff. Just light the blower and turn in front of me.
Yeah.
The whole air show.
Make lots of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the wing thing a couple times,
Yeah.
Kids these days will never know.
Nope.
Poor Alec. I weep for Alec.
Alec and kids just like him. That's right, man.
Yeah. Alec, go look at it on YouTube.
Turn the volume up, way up.
Yeah. Get some kind of like sound system. And then Kevin says, what's the life expectancy of the AIM 54's propellant? Would it even fire? Sir, we are pilots.
If it's
on the
plane,
jet, yeah, I assume it's fine.
I will attempt to shoot it.
If it doesn't fire, I will fire the next one.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It doesn't say live the week in chemistry.
DM says the clip on the Saudi Ministry of Defense in X. Okay.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Doug, do a search, sir. See if anything good comes up. The Saudi Ministry of Defense. I mean, there hasn't been any real news from Saudi engagements. I mean, I know they're in the fight. Do you see something?
I just keep seeing this picture of this dude. His Royal Highness Prince Khalid bin Salman bin... Why does he have so many names? Minister of Defense received a phone call from the Australian deputy. They condemned the attacks. Like, what? There's no video. Wait, here's a video.
What is it?
Footage shows Saudi air defenses intercepting and destroying a number of drones launched toward the kingdom in recent days.
Yeah, like Riyadh and stuff. I know some of the drones have gone into Riyadh.
I mean, we're not going to cover every single one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of drone attacks. We just cover the cool ones.
I mean, Iran is basically. I mean,
They're just like,
everyone's a target.
yeah,
Yeah, you get a drone, and you get a drone, you get a drone.
yeah. We have no targeting everywhere.
Right, just launch them. Just point them that way. Go.
LeBray says, not NOLA Air Show. Put some respect on Bell Chase. Wow. It is called NASJRB New Orleans.
That's true.
Or Alvin Calendar Field. Listen to the ATIS. It was Alvin Calendar Field information. TikTok's got my back says, I like to think anti-regime Iranians are saving some Tomcats for a post-regime Air Force and invite the Americans to help them fix them up as friends.
It's a cool thought.
I like to think that too.
I like that, yeah.
Scott's Photography says there are some Tomcats in the boneyards with Iran on its way out. There is still hope. Tomcat Air Show. I have photos of the Tomcats doing the flyover for the Daytona 500. Wouldn't that be so much cooler than the Thunder Chickens?
Oh, dude. Yes. I thought they crushed all the Tomcats, man, because they were afraid of the Iranians getting parts, but maybe they saved a couple.
Was that Jimmy Carter? That sounds like something Jimmy Carter would do.
No, this happened like in the 2000s.
Oh. Still could have been Jimmy Carter. He could have been with a little construction hat.
Some real old legislation that had a date on it in the future.
Yeah. Mike would like to know, would fighter pilots have varying degrees of street cred for what they shoot down? Su-22, for example, versus a possible Iranian MiG-29 Su-35. If you shot down a Su-35, that'd be a little bit more impressive than a Su-22.
I think more than the jet is probably maybe the circumstance as well plays a big part of it.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, yeah, you'd probably, hey, I've got 5 Su-35 kills. Cool. The Raptor guy's got 5 balloon kills. Probably gonna put more weight on So to answer your question, probably yes.
Put some respect on it, Gonky.
Yeah.
Please have Captain Jim Guido Di Matteo on. Asks Rick.
Guido, yeah.
Don't know who that is, but
I if he's the same Guido that I grew up with, well, he's senior to me, but yeah.
Okay. Old Navy guy says best break I ever saw as an LSO was nasty.
Yeah.
Manazir, burners lit at the round down. It was what?
Nasty Manazir.
Yeah. Burners lit at the round down. Did you read this comment?
At the round down, it was a beautiful thing. He was my CAG LSO at the time. Yeah. So I
speak
shit
Spanish,
hot break, man.
Hey, breaking news today.
What happened?
Bell X76 has been teased, I guess. Bell completes critical design reviews of the DARPA Sprint X-Plane program, receives official X-Plane designation. They tried to slam this acronym in here, Speed and Runway Independent Technologies. That's what all helicopters are called now. They got the X76 designation for it. Basically, Doug, can you go to the pictures?
Yes, sir.
Basically, it's manned and unmanned aircraft that is kind of futuristic looking. See, that's the manned version because you can see the cockpit. But if you look at the design, it's like the Osprey in that it's a tilt rotor. But then once it gets going, it retracts the props and runs. Go back to that previous picture, please. Retracts the props and has a jet engine out the back, and the thing will do upwards of 400 knots to get people quickly to the scene of the crime. And there's a manned and unmanned versions. But it's part of the Sprint program because we needed a new acronym for helicopters.
Yeah, I like how they took, probably the best design qualities of the V22 and the VTEL Bonanza They combine them into one flying machine. I mean, what could go wrong, dude?
Well,
I mean,
first of all,
what could go wrong?
I don't know what's old is new again. Airwolf did this already. This design here is Airwolf, because for those that don't know, Airwolf was a supersonic helicopter, the greatest helicopter that's ever been a helicopter in the history of helicopters. And the theory was behind it that when the turbos engaged, right, the main rotor would disengage. And when that thing disengaged, because helicopters have this thing, you go too fast, it's not good, right? You get a retreating blade stall, all that stuff. So to fix that, they would disengage the rotor blades, and then it'd become a lifting body and run off the turbos. And that's how it would be supersonic to get to the places. And it could refuel.
How much more complicated of a flying machine can you envision? I mean, we're gonna put afterburners, jets, props, gonna make them tilt.
That's a great point. What happens when one of these pieces fails?
Right, dude.
So, hey,
ask the
engine
Osprey
3
guys.
is out. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
The right engine got stuck in retract mode.
Dude, this looks like a great like jobs program that Bell can sell the US taxpayers, you know.
No, Gonky. This is awesome because we want to go places fast, and then we want to hover.
Don't take a helicopter.
Well, tell the Marines that, because the Marines, this is perfect for the Marines. They didn't need that, Amy. They could have just waited for this. Put some bombs on it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. No, I'm not convinced the Marines know what they want.
This is probably for the Army, more than likely.
Dude, I don't know.
Well, it could be for the Air Force too. I mean, it's tilt rotor.
Yeah, I mean, anything that's overly complicated and futuristic and real expensive, the Air Force is like, hey, we're interested in that. It's like,
well, I mean, look at all the fires that it may have had a part in. Yeah,
those are the other X-76s, man. They had partial engine failures.
I was waiting.
You're gonna have. We're gonna get an email from Bell now.
From probably Bell, dude.
Yeah. We're gonna get
It's just my opinion. I mean, you know what? It's a cool drawing. I keep it simple, stupid.
That looks like the thing from Halo, doesn't it, Doug? Isn't that what?
Yeah, what was it called?
Echo, whatever.
Yep. Big old door in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that with the jet engine there, but they'll figure it out.
Well, it's a prop. It's a prop engine. It's just retracted.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't put a back door on.
Oh, the jet engine. Oh, the third engine. Yeah. I guess you just use it a sidecar, like.
There you go.
So
it's more bad ideas.
You get one door. Yeah, you don't get a rear door.
Bad idea on top of a bad idea.
If you land with the props still down, you get chopped up when you get out.
Chat says we're talking about the Pelican.
The Pelican. That's what it is. This is a Pelican.
Yeah.
This is the future. Next thing, we're going to have the big suits.
Yeah.
Master cheeks.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Can't they just let helicopters be helicopters?
I wonder. Well, hold on. I wonder now if so when you retract the thing, do the side engines also produce thrust out the back?
Why not? Why not, dude? I mean, if you shut it down, it might not start again. I don't know. Like I said, man, this looks like a nice drawing, and then history will be like, yeah, it was a great idea. Next.
So wait, all right, Doug, let's go slide by slide. Let's call this slide 1. Now go back 1, or just ignore me. So it's a before and after picture.
Okay.
Go back. Before. We're all happy. Now go to after.
All my friends are I've crashed into the ground, dude.
Only the drone survived.
Only the unmanned version survives, dude.
And it's trying to get out of Dodge.
Oh, dude.
Oh, marketing is so bad.
This is terrible.
Oh, okay. Well, Sorry, Bell. I like it. And please don't. I love my life.
If you like to sponsor the show, though, the details are in the.
If you'd like to give me a Bell 430, a Bell 525, a Bell 505, or a Bell 407, I will say nice things about whatever this thing is.
That's funny.
$5,000 plus gratuity.
Today on the Mover Show.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that, Douglas. You can remove yourself. Or not. Just whatever you want to do.
You
Doug.
told me, and I did it. This is on you.
Mach says, if we're going to bring back the Tomcat, can we also get some 105s and a couple of 101s? Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably more likely to get those than the Tomcat.
Yeah.
Lance says, kids today will never know the joy of air shows with B1s, F4s, F14s, F15s, F16s, F18s, and F111s on the same flight line in the 80s. Wow.
Well, hey, on the
And A10s.
Yeah. Well, another sad side effect from the conflict that we're in. I think most of the air shows are being canceled right across the country. Like I know the Lamar Air Show canceled, right, for security stuff. So that's unfortunate because, like we've talked about in the past, man, air shows are just great places to drum up interest for the next generation.
Yeah. Ben says some E3 will find a way to break the 76. Blade stow will still be a pain in the ass. Yeah. One blade will stay out and the other.
Oh, yeah.
Red ball. I'll step on it. Joe says if the wings are traveling faster than the fuselage, it's probably a helicopter and therefore unsafe.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. FE. Thank you.
Hello.
Greetings from Switzerland, gentlemen. Delivery for our fancy new Patriot batteries just got pushed back 5+ years. At the rate the world is going, it'll be another 5 before long. But do you need them? Not yet, at least.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. We have no part in that.
No. None.
Joe says, Mover, thanks for the Airwolf reference. However, in my completely unbiased opinion, Airwolf is the best aircraft ever made.
Debatable. I disagree, but debatable.
I don't.
It's the greatest helicopter.
No. What's cooler than Airwolf?
Well, there's a whole plethora of naval aircraft I can think of.
Airwolf does naval things. There's a whole episode where
It goes underwater.
it doesn't go underwater.
Yeah, Doug, it swims.
No, it shoots a guy on a boat. Sharkbait says, good night, all. Hope the folks in the Gulf stay safe. Yeah.
Thanks, Sharkbait.
Davey says, first SCLP hop tonight. Gonky, any memories you got? Dude, we have reached some level of something where people are watching us right before their FCLP hop.
Yeah.
At this hour.
Yeah, this is y'all are in the ready room with this queued up on the TV. Right? It's gonna be kind of weird. I thought they quit doing FCLPs. Right?
Well, give him a memory so he gets his $2 worth.
Dude, I mean FCLPs, they just kind of suck. I mean, like I can't remember T45, like 10 or 12 passes, usually at night, and you're being graded, and you don't. I never had a good idea of how I was doing. I thought I was doing pretty good. Then I get in the debrief, and it's just they just hammer you the whole time. Hindsight tells me they're doing that to keep the pressure on, so you stay focused. But you know what? Looking back on it, it's a cool time for when you really do go to the boat, which I didn't think they were going to the boat anymore. But yeah, enjoy.
Maybe that's all they do is FCLPs. They just don't go to the boat.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. In that case, if you're not going to the boat, then just put the thing on the thing. You're right. You're in the C model. Just put the velocity factor next to the. No, don't do that. That's
Don't wear those sunglasses.
Have fun with it, man. That's awesome.
Just don't wear the sunglasses. You'll be fine.
I'm jealous.
Okay. Ignore me, Gonky. That's fine. I'll just talk to myself tonight. Wear the sunglasses. I don't care. It's nighttime. Do what you want. Jason says, I'm a jet that identifies as a helicopter. Oh, puppy dog.
It's funny, yeah.
I'm surprised mine hasn't shown up yet. Gray Squid 96 says, X76 reminds me of all those proposals from the 60s and 70s that never happened. Yep.
Yeah.
Mike says, do you each have an inert 20 millimeter round? Want? I can email. I do.
Yeah, I do somewhere back there.
But thank you for the offer.
Yeah, thank you.
Take a live one.
I got kids.
Yeah. We'll hit it with a hammer. That stealth guy says 8 Tomcats left in the boneyard, 3 A models, 2 B models, and 3 D models.
Oh, look at that.
Gonky, we have a mission.
There's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
All right. Douglas.
Sir,
How's it going?
reasonably well.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, since you put this here,
You said that was the
I
topic.
did not say it. I didn't make this up. So go ahead.
I think it was in reference to us going back to the racetrack again this weekend, that you should do the things.
I didn't put this here.
I thought you were going to do something adrenaline mover.
I was, but then I see somebody has overridden me. So you know what?
No, Doug, change it back to
Adrenaline
adrenaline.
therapy. Don't wait.
There you go. It's all the same.
What's the topic?
Why you can't start? So I know what this
I
is
can.
about.
Yeah, it was.
Here, let's put your little face back down there.
Put my little face back. Hang on, I gotta switch this on. Here we go. I almost took over the show there for a minute. I thought it was the same topic because
Here,
adrenaline therapy is. Well, am I going yet? Tell me when.
No, we're gonna put you in we're not gonna make you small. We're gonna make you huge.
We went to the racetrack this weekend, and
Yes,
I had a health scare, so that was context, and it was just a really good reminder that if you have the chance to go out and do things, go out and do the things, and if the things are like racing or something else that really occupies your mind completely, that's key because it takes your mind off everything. You can't not think about what you're doing.
Gonky.
Yeah, I well put, Doug. I think about my kids and family and stuff as far as don't wait to do things. My kids are still little, but they're like 3 times the size they were, it seems like, just a year or two ago. And Mover and I have talked about this. Mover's pulled the trigger. Good on you. But, as far as I could do things where I make a lot more money, but I'd be gone more. But I don't want to lose the time. I don't want to wait to do things with my kids, so and my family. So that's why I kind of live the way I do. The adrenaline aspect of that stuff for me, doing things that are exciting, like racing cars and stuff. I mean, I race motorcycles and ride motorcycles, and I actually, for me, those activities actually calm me down and allow me to think clearly. Because I remember when we first moved to Malaysia, I didn't have a bike, and I was waiting. I had shipped one. I was waiting, and for the first time in a long time, I started to feel a little anxious about things. And I remember my wife telling me, she's like, "You got to go ride a motorcycle. I can't handle you." So it's mental release, stress release. And maybe that's from the excitement of just doing something that is slightly dangerous. So, Mover.
Yeah, so that's actually 2 topics. One is the adrenaline therapy, one is the don't wait. On the don't wait topic, 2022. Oh, look, there's Luna has now showed up. She's like, it's time. 2022, I had a trip planned to go to Sweden and go fly the Gripen. And I hurt my neck or re-injured an old injury and couldn't make it. Didn't want to have to, be miserable or whatever and power through. And that opportunity didn't happen. I can't tell you how many times that I have put something off, whether it's, hey, I want to go do this or, something. And then later on you look at it and you're like, boy, I wish I hadn't put that off, because then it never happens. Right. Then time is fleeting, and time is something we don't have a lot of, and we take it for granted. And next thing you know, you're whatever it is, you're not qualified, you're too old, you've been out too long, you end up timing out. And so when it comes to stuff like that, it's very easy to say, hey, I'll do it later, or I'll put it off, or it'll be a better time another time. And the problem is then you don't do it. And then you miss those memories and you miss that opportunity. My dad was, when he died, he was 65. And he had these great plans of once he retired, he just retired 6 months. He was like, I'm going to have this back surgery. I'm going to be better and be able to enjoy life. And he wanted to go take the RV and with my stepmom and my brother and go do the North America World Tour. Never got to do it because, he waited for the perfect opportunity and it didn't work out. And stuff like that, even when it comes to like visiting a loved one or a relative or something, you don't know when you might have that missed opportunity to see them one last time. Regardless of the age, because we put things off, we get busy and stuff like that. To the adrenaline therapy, the racetrack is a gift and a curse for me because it's a place where if I'm away from it a long time, I will try to talk myself out of it because I'll be like, man, it's hot, it's miserable, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to get in there and be like, I don't want to be here anymore. But then once I get into the rhythm, I get into the zen, the flow state, it's awesome. I mean, you don't think about anything but the next corner. All you're thinking about is what's happening right now. It's the best remedy for somebody who is spiraling a lot as far as thinking about things that don't matter right now, because in racing, you live in the present. You start to live in the moment. And what was awesome about Battle Scarred is they took that idea of adrenaline therapy. And for them, it's not even about the racing. For them, it's about the camaraderie, because their mission is to take people who have been through something traumatic, war, and miss the fighting next to your buddy and putting them in that situation where you're back with your brothers and sisters and working towards a common goal and accomplishing something you didn't think you can do, because a lot of them have never been in a race car. A lot of them have never seen a racetrack, and they go out and they have a great time. And I think the reason that is so effective is because racing is a great equalizer. It is just like combat where you work together as a team, you accomplish your mission, you accomplish the objective. And once you're on the track, you're just fighting. You're in the trenches. And every lap is you against another car. It's you against yourself. It's you against the conditions. When it was raining, it sucked. But that's part of the challenge. So it's great to have. It's a very expensive hobby. That's what I think makes Battle Scarred such a great value, is because when we had Crayons on my other podcast, he was talking about veterans are paying $400. If you're not even a veteran, it's $1,600 for a weekend, which is the greatest racing. I mean, that's the greatest value in the history of racing, to be able to pay $1,600 and get a prepped car to go race. But I think it's important that if you're thinking about doing something, whether it's racing or anything that puts you in that flow state, that just gives you that zen, whether it's golf, racing, whatever, go out and do it. And it's very easy to go, I don't want to do this. This sucks. But then once you do it, you're like, man, I accomplished something. And there's the website. If you guys want, battlescarred.org. They do accept donations, and it's tax deductible.
Watch their live streams on YouTube too.
Yeah, they live stream themselves getting punted because the Pinto has 115 horsepower. So they are often a target of bad drivers. And that's a show. Put Doug back in the corner.
Nobody puts
Hi, Doug.
in the corner.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I'm more
Sounds
comfortable
good,
there
man.
anyway.
No. Next week, probably same time, same place.
Hold on. Let's see what the audience says before we leave them.
Oh, yeah.
Old Navy guy says,
wow.
Gonky and Mover, hypothetical. Thank you, Old Navy guy.
Thank
You don't
man.
look old in the picture.
That's John McCain.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the
He wasn't
Vietnam.
old in that picture.
That's Vietnam picture of John McCain standing next to his A4. Yeah.
Navy calls you up and says, come to Area 51 to cross chain in the Tomcat. 10 hours and an ATOPS check. Go CQ on the Nimitz going around the Horn and join her to go to Iran on the way to her decommissioning. Do you accept?
Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
As
Yeah.
long as Luna's my Rio.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll allow it.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
JD says, don't wait for the right opportunity. Create it. George Bernard Shaw. I recently lost my brother, and it gave me perspective to not wait to say what you can't in the future when you can say it now.
Yeah, dang, man. Sorry for your loss, John.
Yeah. 66cc rider. Thank you. I think that's a Mach E next to a Ferrari.
No, is that a Ferrari?
That's an Italian
I'm
flag.
reasonably sure it is.
Yeah.
I try to
Very
live
nice.
like it might be my last. I had a serious health problem, and I remember lying in bed one night and thinking I had a good run. Woke up in a very happy mood. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well,
Is that it? We're good.
that's a show. We'll do
Thank
another
you.
one next week.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining. It's awesome.
Yeah, we love you guys.
We do.
We're happy that 2,000 people show up to watch. Man, I
Right,
can't.
Over
It's
2,000,
incredible.
yeah. It is.
It's
Thanks.
incredible. But
We'll try to be
back.
better.
No, we're not.
We'll try. We're trying to be
we're-
better.
We don't. It is what it is. But we'll be back next week with the same show. So good luck to
Good
us
night,
all.
everybody.
Good night. Have a good
Hey,
night.
folks.
Thanks, Doug. We'll see you.